as soon as I moved out here, Dick Wilson was a swimmer and taught me to swim, actually. And then I read James Councilman's book, which was kind of the Bible for all things swimming, although some of the Olympic rules have changed. And there are some new ideas. They've got underwater footage, and there are people arguing about the importance of the centerline pull. But he's Mark Spitz's teacher. And so, Dick got me into butterfly, right? And I learned that stroke. And the motions are somewhat similar to all things swimming, I remember when we get to go out, ready to get out of the pool, and we lift ourselves up on the deck. He said, "You see, that's the motion." Yeah, you see. It's interesting. This, you lift yourself up, or if you lower yourself down, it goes out. And so you go down, and there's a similar thing. And so he'd always be using metaphors relative to swimming having to do with drowning. But yeah, I did want to give that shout out to David Iwinski, who created that really cool T-shirt. Thank you very much, David. And what a lovely thing to do. It definitely spruces up the set.
There's some color in there.
So
I got some gold sparkle.
Now that's a beautiful kit, by the way. Yeah, it's lovely. Dick Wilson had a little Rogers 20-inch bass drum, silver sparkle kit. We all pined after. I ended up getting his Rogers kit that was the ersatz wood of the 22. It's a long story, but and those were the drums that Dick is known for recording on, I believe. So you were saying at the beginning of the lesson, before I started recording, that you had a breakthrough. So why don't you talk about that, because that is a good jumping off point.
Okay, yeah. So since I haven't been able to play for the past year and a half due to the Parkinson's, and like my arm stopped working all of a sudden, I would tell my arm to do something and stop doing it. Well, I couldn't even play like the beginning of Come Together by the Beatles. I couldn't even get the triplet around. And that was, it's way simple, obviously, from how I used to play. And I think from the last last lesson we were doing the stick control rolls, and I was counting 16th notes, like 1E day, 1E, just counting that out. Something I don't know, I must have grown or grew some weird neural pathway after that, because it was weird doing it. I'm like, how come I'm not getting this? And I kept at it. Next day I'm downstairs fooling around the kit. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I can go around it. What's going on? I haven't been 3-4 months or whatever. When I last checked, I couldn't do it. I mean, I would freeze up, or the sticks would stiff it up or something. I couldn't do it. Now I'm moving around the kit again, and it's a big landmark. It's a big to do. So,
well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like a miracle thing. Like, I can do this now. Okay, something working. I guess I need to count out loud more when I play. It builds new neural pathways, I guess, between that. And I've did some other research that if you're using like 2 or 3 limbs in playing and counting, or 4 limbs and your voice is the 5th limb, all of that together builds a new neural pathway or new neural network, however it is. But as you can see, I'm like getting confused now as I'm speaking, but
no,
it's working.
Well, neural pathways, perhaps we're creating engrams or new engrams, right? Right. Yeah. That's a Scientology thing, so I'm not coming from that place. But the idea that you actually change the shape of your brain, right, through development, which is why as we get older, hopefully, the brain dimples, right, to create more surface space. You can hold more knowledge, right? And so, and the idea that, and you're equating the counting part of it with having to do with that success to whatever degree, I'm not sure, which is interesting. And that may or may not be true. We'll find out. But yeah, you see, that's why Dick would say doubles and roll strokes, counting out loud. Like, for as you studied, he'd want you counting out loud.
Yeah, it is a new breakthrough. Someone else I was talking to you before, made mention before with the Parkinson's. He's brought it up to a couple hospitals here, and they're like, "This is new. It could be a possible breakthrough with treatment." So, if that's the case, this could be good. Well, it is good. So, if I could get back out, get playing again, make that left arm move around, it'd be a good thing. So,
I told you, he said, my goal is to be as fast as I was before. And I said, you're going to be faster than you were before. And we're going to prove it. It's already starting to happen because, this knowledge can only help facilitate what it is you're describing, which is the ability to move around the kit without hurting and feeling uncomfortable. And it will create the speed engram, right? Because that's just going to go zip.
Exactly, brain to hand.
Zip. And well, Murray used to talk about teaching through the brain. Dick would talk about teaching through feel.
Yeah.
And probably the best thing to do is to combine both of them. So, and it depends on the student and the timing of where the student is. So, okay. So we had you playing the upstroke and downstroke at 44.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just take a look. Let's see what's happening with that. And so, I'm in matched. See, I'm using this stuff in real time. You know, I put this stuff into practicum on the kit with a band. So, you know, yesterday I put up a video called "Shut Up." Kind of catchy, but it's in with da ba da 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 ga gu day ba-da. And the keyboard player said, "Shut up! That's what we should call you if you're a genius." So yeah, shout out to Sergey, right? So that tune is called "Shut Up." But I'm just doing this, you know, just to play those parts in tutti, right? Which means you're playing the whole band is playing a figure as an ensemble, you know, in tutti. And then as I'm playing time, I'm in traditional, but doing all this stuff that I'm describing. And there's the Malaysian dancer. And how on earth could that hurt your shoulder unless you're doing this?
Yeah.
Right? Which is what I think you've been dealing with. You went to a physical therapist and they told you that your bicep muscles were working against each other.
Yeah.
Right. And that's above my pay grade. Muscles can only pull, so maybe you were pulling and pushing at the same. I have no idea. But, however, when you went to show me, because I'm the drum therapist, you went to show me, yeah, you see it when I go up and you're holding your hand tight. See, the physical therapist might have said, "Can you show me what it is you're doing all day long?" You know, and you'd say, "Well, I'm a drummer and I'm doing this." And they would be able to say, "Well, then don't do that." It's that simple. Stop moving your body so it's working against itself, right? So that's part of what's helping you move around the drums and feel more comfortable, okay? And it'll only become more and more comfortable and drums will only become more fun to play, right? So, but we have to enjoy this process, or process as we say in Canada, because the process can be fun as well. The whole thing, it's a package deal. So what we've got happening here, see, that hurt me. I'm just demonstrating it to you. You know, I probably shouldn't do that. What am I doing?
Don't do that.
Yeah, right. So, but yeah, we're trying to get a very specific thing happening. Now, I've described to you that the upstroke happens based on what we're playing and the speed of what it is we're playing, right?
Mhm.
So that if we're playing an upstroke and downstroke at this speed as eighth notes, so I challenged you that way. So I had, let's see, I had you go, no, I had you play half that speed. Let's see. Yeah, have as eighth note.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I almost went to go up. It's just a turn, and then we're going to go up.
Yeah.
Then we go up. Then we go up. Just a turn, then we go up. Now, if we play the 16th note, now we go up, and there's a note that is preceding the throw, and at this speed, it makes sense. If we used an upstroke at the slower speed, it would go. Let's see. It's hard to do it.
It's hard to do.
Well, we could do that as a remedial thing, but see, we don't want to wait like that.
Tension.
Well, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's no, because this is very relaxed. This is your release.
Mhm.
So it's not the tension, I don't believe. I think it has to do with honoring the way this human body works on the planet Earth, right? Dealing with gravity, and we're relying on the concept of up to come down. If it's up to come down, we don't stop something up in the air. It's betraying the overarching aspect of this technique.
Mhm.
We want to be at the floor. Being at the floor also provides us the opportunity to make an upstroke. Because if we're stopping, this is different. Now we're talking about stopping, like let's say we made a throw and stopped here.
Yeah.
Which you could do, but how are you going to make an upstroke from out there?
You're not.
Well, you could, I guess, but you have to turn all the way down to there. The game about the upstroke is, Murray would say you're so close to the surface, meaning you stop down, that you can't help but make a note on the way up, right? Okay, that's what that is. So go ahead and play this thing not as eighth notes with no upstroke. Let's just take a look at it. 44.
Right hand?
Yes, to start right as Murray describes. So it's going to be a throw. You're playing 16 notes. Now wait a minute. This is where I come in. You need to count out loud. How do you count eighth notes?
And 2 and 3 and 4.
No, you're playing 16. You're playing at the speed of how many eighth notes are in a quarter note?
2.
Well, but you're counting 4. 1 and 2 and no. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Whatever you count. Apples, oranges. Apples. Ernie, Ert. Ernie, Ert. So just count. Just get the counting because that's helping you.
1.
Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. Relax. First, get the count. And if you can't, don't worry about it. I'll help you. You know what Dick used to do? You know what Dick would do? Guy had an IQ of 186. Let's see. He count on his fingers. 1, 2, 3. 186 IQ. And there he is counting on, don't be afraid to not know or to have to break it down and count on your fingers. Who cares? How do you count? I'll give it to you. It's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and depending on what time signature in. So it's this speed. 1 and, okay, so you're going to go right, left, count. So count 1 and 2 and.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
It's Okay, you could play the whole bar, but it's a phrase that is 4/16 notes that we're playing as eighth notes. So you can just count 1 and 2 and, but the accent's going to be on the 1 every time.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
Okay, now, okay, you got it. Just give it a sec. You're not in sync at your end.
I know.
Okay, so just tap on your sticks for a minute. There it is. You're back. There. Okay, good. You're back. Sometimes you just have to stop and let the computer form another engram.
2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and
okay, now play the 16th notes. How are you going to count it?
And 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and oops, I screwed up, didn't I?
Well, you counted it correctly, although different to say 1 and.
I would go 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and.
Just 1 E and my accent will be on 1 every time.
1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and.
Okay, stop. Now, this is cool. It's kind of fun, because it's such a pleasure to have gone through what you're going through and kind of at least had some ability to climb that mountain to a point where I can look down and see a little bit about what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
And so you didn't. This technique is about half the effort, twice the speed.
Uh-huh.
Now that half the effort, twice the speed has a lot to do with this idea of squeeze and release.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get a note for free. That note that happens for free provides you, Murray would say, it's the only chance we have to really relax. Now the overarching aspect of this technique is being relaxed. But within the context of always being relaxed, we really get to relax,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because we're human beings, and at a certain point, turning the wrist, some tension, lactic acid builds up.
Mm-hmm.
You have to relieve whatever tension is building up. And Murray would say, and this does it, but you're not getting this. So you're bogged down, okay? So let me tip you to, and you get this, and then this will lead you, if you get this, the hand will be working in such a way that it'll lead you to rebounds. There's not too much going on here, okay? So we have to get, so here's what happened. You played it properly,
Mm-hmm.
although we're going to work on exactly how but properly in just terms of the general concept. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. See the 2, and I'm keeping it small because I know at some point it's going to be an upstroke, and an upstroke just turns from parallel. So here's what's happening. I'm turning. Now I'm releasing. Relax. 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 That's what it feels like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we're going to play it at 16th notes, we're not going to make a little turn and then relax. We're going to relax as we get the note. So we can get this thing going faster and faster. There's no time to play a little note and then relax as it gets faster, which is what you just did. You tried to do that. How would you do that? See if I can do it wrong again. See, it's then it would become a little flick. Let's see.
It looks stiff.
No, I can do it. Relax, 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 relax. See, it's harder. It's that little flick that you learned with the flam and faint. Has a little, because the notes come so quickly, because it's a 6 dotted 8th note with a 16th note. that goes into the downstroke, all in the same hand, it happens pretty quickly and you have to learn how to flick. Okay, so you can do it, but it's smoother not to do that. It's easier to not do that. So we make that second note, one, you could call it the E, you want to count it, one E and the E is going to get the up. One E, no, sorry, the and will get the up. One E up, one E and does, right? So it's going to go one E and two, relax. See, I just drop it. I drop it and I get a relax. So I can just do, so relaxing, it really is. So we want to make the and, when we 16th notes, the upstroke.
Okay.
So let's try that. Got you thinking. You don't get to turn up to the ceiling for that note, it just drops.
My left hand doesn't want to work. Hang on.
Well, your left hand's just making little turns, right? It's not making a squeeze and release. It's just turning with the stick laying in the hand. Okay, so good. Okay, now you understand the concept. Now we're going to improve how you're playing. Okay, we created an engram. Now we're going to create another engram. Maybe the two will hang out together, become an engram, start a family.
I'm kind of just letting go.
Well, there, yeah, okay, okay. That's good.
What's going slow is what kills me.
Well, it does, but that means we need to be able to do it at every speed. So
yeah, I know.
We have proper control. Okay, no, okay, so watch.
In the left.
The left isn't the problem right now, but it's doing fine. Okay, so it's really important that you don't keep changing pressure and moving the first finger around. It's gotten better, but sometimes I'm fearful that you don't have a grip up front. Right? See this? Do this with me. Now, your hand is like this. My hand is open, friendly, you know, very Canadian, very polite. Hello. Or like that. See, you got it here? And then you just put the middle finger around underneath on the first knuckle. Just beautiful. Right. The fourth and fifth, they're the culprits. They were for me. Because if the fourth and fifth don't know what they're doing, you can't release. You're not playing with this technique. So that can take, your grip up front looks really good. So it takes a minute. But what we want to get is this feeling of openness. And I'll show it to you this way. And then maybe I can find a clever way to get you to feel it. Or it's going to take you, and this always bugs me, but it might take you more than one lesson to start. Took me more than one lesson, but maybe I can, I don't know, maybe I can accelerate the process. So, see, I'm looking to get a release. Just making a motion up without a proper release is kind of like a put on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're trying to get a release. Now don't play. I don't know how much of that you can see.
I can see it.
You see how my fingers are open?
Yeah.
And then when I come down, it's all smooth motion, then now they're closed. So they're open. See, they're open? And now they're closed. If you're not feeling that, then you're not using this technique. So we're looking for that. If you watch it from this position, you would see, I believe, you'll see what you see. You're getting a release of some sort. So the hand is open, and then it's closed. So you're getting release.
Yeah.
And it just open. You're right. It feels like almost like you're dropping the stick.
Yeah.
That was a good insight. But you don't. You have to hold on with the first finger.
You're releasing the tension on the stick, if anything. It's like a drop.
Well, yes, that's fair enough. But are we feeling that? Are we feeling?
Yeah.
Open, close, open, close. See, open, close. Right, goes open, close. Open, close, open, close. Release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. That's what we're looking for.
The release is the upstroke.
Pardon?
The release is the upstroke.
Exactly. Now, how are we going to get that? Let me show you a way to perhaps get it. Remember the fourth and fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Dick would say, Kevin, easy, just have the stick. He'd come over, he'd take your hand, and just the thumb, flat of the thumb runs across, and the first finger, just firm, comfortable, constant, and the middle finger is just on, sitting in that first knuckle of the middle finger, and the fourth and fifth are just in position, just off the stick. You know, where they could be barely touching, just along the side of the stick, and that's what it hypnotize you for a minute. And so, what does that feel like? What does it feel like? So here's what I feel is like that. I feel that. You see? What?
Mm-hmm.
See how I'm open?
Mm-hmm.
I am closed. My hand represents a surface. I touch. That's what I'm feeling when I'm released. See the fourth and fifth? I'm not holding them off. They're just in position, but they're released. They're relaxed. It's what's holding the stick is up here. If I point my first finger, which is what you are doing some of the time, a lot less, what would that do? How would that affect what I'm talking about?
You would lose the grip.
Well, see, that is a necessary but not sufficient answer. You'll lose
control.
What's that?
Control. You lose control.
Again, not wrong, right? You're losing the ability to squeeze and release.
Yeah.
Well, because if you're not holding it up front and it's supposed to be a 3-finger grip and the first finger isn't really holding,
uh-huh.
What are you holding with?
Just hanging out, probably on your third finger.
On the middle finger.
Yeah.
Now the middle finger has got to hold the stick because no one else is going to do it. So the middle finger says, okay, I'll do it. How are you going to release? It's got to hold the stick. It can't release.
Mm-hmm.
You've ruined the ability to squeeze and release, meaning you've abandoned playing using the Spivak technique.
Hey, sorry.
Okay, do that. Okay, so we have to hold here up front. It's also in the middle finger, and so don't let go up front and just relax. You don't have to crook or do anything weird. The fourth and fifth can just be comfortable. They don't even need to be on the stick, but they're in position. Now we're just going to touch. Go ahead and touch. Now just gently turn to the surface. Come back up to the floor. Now the floor is a 1/2 inch parallel bead to butt end, 1 inch or 1/2. Here I'm a 1/2 inch. Get down a little more on your right. We're working on the right now, but your left looks beautiful. Okay. Now just turn to the surface. Okay, take this stick out of your left hand for a minute, because I just want you to be right centric. Okay, come back up to parallel. Too high. I want you hovering right over the surface. Real cozy. You know, yeah, really get friendly with that surface. Don't let go up front. You got to hold here a little bit. Middle finger's on. Now just touch the bead to the surface. Now, why do you go like this? Oh, watch me. Gently touch. Turn down. There. Notice the stick is at a slight angle. Tiny bit, isn't it? Pointed down just a little bit. Not like you would turn down to a surface here. Now you can see it. Here it's more subtle. It's pointing down a half an inch.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. Now what I want you to do, and don't do it yet, and it's on the palm, isn't it? Feel the butt end on the palm?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to follow through and keep turning. No, and keep turning.
Keep turning up.
Which is cool. This might really help you. So we're going to just hold the stick half an inch above the stick like that. Gently touch. The stick will go be at a little bit of an angle. Gently touch the bead to the surface. Very gentle, like a fine surgeon. Okay. Don't let go up front. You're going to need that. Now, if I keep turning my wrist as though I'm turning further down, can you keep turning your wrist down? Why'd your arm go down? You just shoved your arm. See, it's not a wrist turn. This technique is a wrist turn. You can't do this. Again, you won't get the squeeze and release if you do this. You won't have a wrist turn if you do this. But really, it's very simple. I just need to carve away some of these things that you got going because no one ever told you about them. So how would you know? Okay, so you're just turning and touching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're touching, good. Now, without pushing your arm down, just continue to turn your wrist. What's going to happen? Notice my butt end went down?
Yeah.
Well, that's yours. And it's off the palm, too.
Correct. Yeah, it's off the palm.
Turn down. Boy, hey, come on.
Wow.
Down, turn. Yeah. Don't push your arm down. You're starting to get it. Come on, back up here.
Okay.
There you go. Right to here. Touch.
Yeah.
Now continue to rotate down. Follow it through. No, you pushed your arm down. Now, okay, what? Keep watching. This is the drum nerd in you. We're going to really shine a light on the drum nerd here.
Yeah.
So we're touching. Watch my wrist. Can you see my wrist?
Yeah.
You're on your phone, aren't you? You should get a laptop so you can. I'm bigger, so you can see me better.
No, my phone's here. It's
What do you use? iPad. Okay, so okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so hopefully you can see me. So
yeah.
I'm touching the surface. Now watch my wrist. What is the wrist doing?
Wrist is going up and your fingers are coming down. In a sense, it's opening.
Exactly.
Like that.
Okay, good. You got two parts of it. Okay, wait. Almost. So now we're going to do this. We're touching.
Yeah.
Now what are we going to focus on? Hold on.
Coming back up?
No, stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm lowering the stick. See the butt end go down?
Yeah.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now bring it back up and the wrist, the wrist will straighten out. And I'm going to touch, I'm going to follow through. Wrist goes up, ears open, and the butt end goes down.
Right.
Yeah, it's starting to happen. Here's what you want to do. Now I'll give you something else. I'll give you the whole darn thing. Giving you the entire technique if you knew it, right? So you're touching.
It's away from my palm.
No, stay with me now. Don't jump ahead. Come on. Now I want you just to consider rolling around the stick. Just try this. Put your hand on the stick. Huh? Can you roll around it and not move it? Just nice and smooth. No, not this way. this way. You roll it this
Yeah.
way, and then down. Nice and easy. It's this beautiful machine. Now, why's your butt end going up? Why's your butt end moving?
I'll hold it down away.
Well, you're not palm down. You've closed up your little sound chamber. Why's your space all closed?
I don't know.
There, and come down smoothly.
Huh?
Smooth. There. So you're moving around the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, now if you move around the stick won't move. So that's good. So you know how to do that now. So when I touch, and so a little bit of an angle, if I were to just move around the stick, the butt end wouldn't go down, would it? Try it. Come on, just be above the surface. Half inch. No, come on, follow me now. Really stay with me. We shouldn't spend. I don't want to spend too much time on third. You don't want to run up front. Okay, you're just going to touch. Okay, now we're going to do it wrong, based on what you know, because it's part of it. It's cool. We're just going to go around the stick, so the stick is still at an angle, and then come back, and the stick will still be at an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. Yeah, that's moving around the stick. What we're doing is just a little different. We want this stick to go down, but we're not going to go down so much that we end up popping the bead up like this. See?
Yeah, I did that. Okay.
Get your stick on over the center. Put it in the center of the surface. Center of the chain of the sound source. Okay, half inch above. Half inch above. No, up front. Just keep that space. It's perfect. You just touch. Now we're going to go. It's going to be a little bit of going around the stick and a little bit of lowering the stick, just until the shank touches, like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Wrist has gone up there, right? And then you're going to lift the bead and the shank up back to the floor, like that. Don't let go up front. There you go. Okay. Dick would do that over, and you should do that all the time. Just sit in front of the TV and just do that. Now, come on, it just comes back to where it started. Why don't lift it up to the ceiling? Now get a grip up front. You have to hold a little bit. Crush it. Just have a grip. Right? See, now the middle finger. Now the middle finger is not responsible for the entirety of the responsibility of holding the stick without the help of the first finger and thumb, which are the guide. There you go.
Okay.
See, now just lower it and stay there. So, okay, just do it again. Lower and stay. Your middle finger open up.
Yeah.
Butt ends away from the palm.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a release. Middle finger's more straight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You come back to the floor, and the middle finger should close. First finger and thumb don't do anything. It's just kind of moving through here, like a rivet running through. It's so the first finger and thumb aren't opening. It's just rotating around there. If we go down as I described, it's the middle finger opening, and the other fingers too, but they're not on the stick. And that feels like a release.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to come back here. Good. Half inch, just a half inch, not too high. Right over the center. Want to be over the center. Okay, we're going to touch. Be a little bit of an angle. Just touch. Easy. Now we're going to lower the stick as I described. Not so much, just so the shank touches. Good. Yep. You should be open with the butt end away from the palm. Now this is an experiment. I've never done this before. I've never done this with a student. So let's see. How would I do this? Okay, hold on. Yeah. So just bring your hand up. Come on up. Keeping it open like that. Keep it open like that. Is it on the palm?
Yeah.
Why? I didn't say to do. Okay, we have to start again.
So it's not on. Just coming up here.
If you bend like this, it's not on the palm, right?
No, we're not on the palm. It's still open. We still got a little space in between.
Yeah, look at mine. It's like 1.5 inches. Quite open. Look at all the space. It's open. Still open. I'm open. Released. I'm open. Okay, now watch. Now this, if you were to make a throw, you'd be up high. You'd be up here somewhere. So lift it up and keep it open.
Mhm.
Yeah, but leave it on the surface. You're not getting. You're staying with me. See, I'm holding my. Is it off? Is it off the palm?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you're open.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Sure. Okay. Now put your hand under the bead. Yeah, I know. I kind of wish someone had. Okay, stay up. Open up. Now. Let the bead go. And feel the butt end touch the palm.
Yep.
Okay. So you're still open. You haven't closed it all, but now it's touching the palm and it's open. That's the feeling we want.
Yeah.
So it feels like when you went around the stick, so to speak, or lowered the stick, and it came away from the palm. We came up.
Yeah.
And we stay open, and it's up, but it's on the palm. That's the tricky part. Okay. And now you're going to reverse that, and the middle finger is going to close. And stay. See, you let go of your squeeze. Don't let go of your squeeze. Keep it here. Boom. Stay. You let go of your squeeze. Well, you let go of it, so it's not happening. There. Yeah. It's one blow. You get one shot. You're gonna come up. It's gonna open like that, even though the butt end is on the palm, and then you're gonna turn, and the hand is gonna close, and you're gonna stay there. Why would you want to change that? No, you really got to come up and release. No, it is one smooth motion, but if we broke it down, it would come up to here, wouldn't it? Can you come up to here? You got to stay with me.
So I'm up this high.
Okay. Is it on the palm?
Yep.
Good. Now it's okay. Now, is your middle finger open? Are your fingers open? Straight, pretty straight. I can't see her out of the frame. There, that looks pretty. Maybe it's open. Okay. Look. Gonna take the stick. Yeah, take the stick out of your hand and show me what your hand looks like.
It's kind of like that.
Do it like me. Do it like me here. Just feel what it. Go into your position. Take the stick out and show me what it feels like. Okay, take the stick out. Yeah, it's not bad. See, it should look kind of like this. See how open that is?
Yeah.
Now put the stick in there.
Yeah.
Stay open. Stay open. Okay. Open. And just turn and feel the fingers come to the palm. And stay there. Because when I finish, I've become flat.
Oh.
Yeah, see the shape of my wrist is up. Yours isn't. Yours is always a little bent forward as though you were released. Yeah. No, you got to come up and release. You're just blowing through it. You got to come up and feel the release. There. No, too fast.
Release of tension.
Take your time.
I'm up here. I come down.
There you go. But your bead isn't pointing down. There. Now turn that around and come back to that fist. Yeah. Don't rush the up. If I just see you doing this, look.
That's force.
Look. Here, just be careful with this. Look, I'm releasing the tension. See, I'm just going to release. No, you're not.
No,
Here's
no flow to it. Flow.
Here's what it looks like if you do it with what I'm describing. Release, squeeze, release, squeeze. Say release, squeeze.
Release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release.
No. Almost. You're not quite tight. Release, squeeze, release, squeeze. No. Release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze.
Release, squeeze, release, squeeze.
The bead pointed down. You're just yanking it up. You're not released if you're yanking. There you go. Squeeze. Now make a tap when you do that. Make a tap.
Release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release.
Don't go lifting your arm up. The release happens from a bend, not lifting it up.
The tap happens when you're really low. Release and the release.
Yeah,
Release.
watch the beginning of the release is just this. Look, I can release just, watch, just do this, release.
Release.
No, smaller, release.
Release.
No, see, you're yanking your arm up. It's not a wrist turn. I'm just
Okay.
turning the wrist.
Oh, so it's so light, it's almost like you're not doing anything. Release.
There, see, you're turning you got to watch. Turn your wrist. Look how
Turn my
little
wrist, I'm dropping everything.
you don't have to drop or anything. Just leave everything loose. Get the, look, I'm released. Look how little I'm moving. Watch. Release.
Overcomplicating this when all I need
Yeah,
to do is
yeah. Just don't give me this. This is arm pretending to be releasing. No. The release happens from a wrist turn.
yeah. Wrist turn. Up.
No, this isn't a wrist turn. A wrist turn looks like this. Don't point your first finger. Shouldn't come up. There you go. Nice and smooth. Release, squeeze, release. Okay, now you're in the right direction. Now put the metronome on at 44 and play 16th notes and feel some of that. Better. Remember, don't go yanking your arm up for the release. It's a wrist turn. All the wrist turn. And add the other hand. Come along. Stay close to the floor. You're cutting higher and higher. So you can't do the little release. Remember, I showed you what a little release would barely move. Like that. You can do it like that. Add the other hand. Release, squeeze. Release. Come on. One and two. One and one E and You're just turning your wrist up to the ceiling. There's no release. Everything we just talked about is gone.
Damn it.
Yeah, I got to do that over and over. Why when you come to the ground, aren't you stopping low? Because I told you, you don't want to really squeeze and feel your wrist take this shape. You're always a little bit bent forward. There you go. That's all it is. Just add the other hand. Don't stop. Don't stop. Up, down, release, squeeze, release. Stop lower. You're 3 inches from the surface. Look at your bead. It's got to be down there, and then it comes up and comes right back to there. There. Come on, bead has to be low all the time. It only comes up when you turn to the ceiling for just a brief minute. Too high, bead. Get the bead lower. You won't have a squeeze and release. There you go. There you go. Don't change pressure with your first finger and thumb, or you won't be able to let go with your middle finger when you go up. You're getting higher and higher. You got to stay low. There you go. Up, down, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. So it's not bad. It's very small, but it's fine. Okay, now do it the other way.
Left hand.
Come on, you got to let go so your middle finger's not letting go ever. You just clamp down on it, huh? Just, okay, stop.
Left is an issue for me.
No, yeah, your right was an issue. We just spent 10 minutes on it. It's the same as the left. The left's going to get it faster because the right learned it, and now the left. Almost, see? Now do that thing where you roll around the stick. Do that little thing that I'm going to have you do while you're watching TV. No, first, you have to go through it meticulously. You're a half-inch bead to butt end. Half-inch bead to butt end. Over the surface. It looks good, but I want you to do it properly. Follow the same, duplicate the experiment. So first you're going to put it, yeah, there you go. And you can come back down. So touch, lower the stick, and then lift the bead back up, and you'll come back to that fist position. Come on. What?
Okay, that's good.
What? Yeah, it is good. Come on. It's going to go followed. You're following through. Butt end goes down. Wrist goes up, and then you're going to lift the bead up, and the wrist will go down. No, don't make a, okay, well, there you are making. See how that will lead to a squeeze and release? Yeah, that's what it would feel like. Just what you were doing. Leaving it there, and you can do it that way too. You can go like this, and then that. You can do that. Got to release. You got to let that middle finger open. There you go. Now add the other hand.
I've had a lot of problems with the middle finger on this hand, even with the bouncing stuff.
Add the other hand. Don't focus on the problem. Focus on what is the solution now. Okay. Now can you play the triplets? Let's see. So we got this now. We got this, right? We got. Okay. Now let me play for a second. There's my release. See, I could make it very tiny, or I could make it bigger. Release, 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 squeeze. Release, release, release. Nice smooth motion. Release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, 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 release. Starts to release, relax. Good, you go ahead and do it. This tempo, 44. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. So the 2 is going to be the release. 2, 3, 2, 3, the 2, 2, release, release,
I'll screw it up.
release.
This is screwing me up.
Count out loud.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can't mute this.
1 is with the metronome.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Okay, you're back. It's fine. You're back to abrogating the essence of the technique, which is half the effort, twice the speed. So you're not there. You go. You have to make that up on 2. Count out loud. 2 gets the up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's screw it up.
Take your time. This isn't necessarily easy until you get your head around it conceptually. And 3 is a little turn, isn't it?
Yeah. 1, 2.
1 is always a throw, following the release. There you go.
I'm confusing myself. The up, 1, 2, and this would be the up.
Yeah.
2, 1, 2, 3. But doing both hands is screwing me up. It shouldn't, but 1, 2, 3. Let me try here. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, man. 1, 2, 3.
But you can't make the up happen after you turn to the ceiling and pretend that you're releasing, right? So this is the detail that we find ourselves immersed in. No, watch. We'll get it. Now we're going to do it this way. Watch. So stay with me. Okay. So hold on. So turn off your metronome. Don't play. Release. 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 release, turn, release, turn, turn, squeeze, release, turn, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So just one hand. You want to do it in your left? Want to do it in your left?
Yeah.
Let's do it in your left this time. So we're going to make a downstroke. How are we going to make a downstroke? Well, you're going to come up and you're going to have that release thing that I told you about.
Yeah.
Be nice and relaxed. Come on up.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
No. Stay with me now. So much faster. Yeah. So just okay. Take your bead off the surface. It's just hanging there. Yeah, it looks kind of nice and open and relaxed. So that would be how you're gonna start. You're gonna get to here and then squeeze. Not make a note. It's gonna go up with that feeling. So it's nice and smooth. Squeeze, release, squeeze. Don't play a note. There's no note yet. Yeah, say release, squeeze. Don't be on the surface. Don't cheat. Being on the surface will.
Squeeze. Please. Squeeze. Please.
Don't be afraid to come up a little bit and really release. Hold on to the first finger and thumb. Release, squeeze. Now make a tap as you release. 1.
Squeeze.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so you're going to start off with this feeling. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
1, 2,
3. 3 is going to get a tap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
1 is the first downstroke. It starts with just a downstroke. 1, 2. Count out loud. Good. 1,
3, 2. Jeez. 1, 2, 3. It's not right.
We'll just count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Just do that. 1, 2, 3. No, it's just a little turn.
2, 3.
Stay with me. Got to count. 1, 2, 3. That's all.
1, 2, 3.
Why are you coming up on?
1, 2, 3.
Why are you coming up on 3? It's a little turn.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Do it again.
3.
Count.
2, 3.
Why are you coming up on 3?
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Do it again.
1, 2, 3.
Don't come up.
2, 3.
You're coming up. Why are you coming up?
2, 3.
You don't come up.
We're not doing that?
No, it's a little tap.
For what? What is 1?
A downstroke. 1, 2, 3. No, you don't. We're not making. There's no upstroke right now. We're breaking this down. There's an up motion to lead into the throw. No, you got to make a throw with an up motion.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2 is going to be the up.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, don't come up. Don't come up until you say 2. There you go. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Okay. 1, 2. Wait. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1. I got it. 1,
I know
2,
you do.
2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
There you go.
3, 1, 2.
Don't come up until 2. It's just a little turn.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
There you go.
2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm releasing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The 3's released. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
There you go.
1, 2,
And
3,
count,
1, 2.
yeah, count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, screw it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Jesus. 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
No, this is good though.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
gonna be one. It's gonna build a new pathway.
Yeah, that's cool.
1,
Right.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Don't come
1,
up
2,
to 3. Little
3.
turn. Stay
1,
loose
2.
to the 2.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Keep
3, 1,
counting.
2,
1,
3.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You got it.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're at 44.
Right.
So now do it here. Wait. Hold on.
2, 3, 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. 1, 2.
3.
1, 2, 52.
2, 3.
Okay, put your
1,
metronome
2.
at 50. Put your metronome at 52.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Don't make the 3 and up.
I know.
It's going to really decrease your speed. It's got to be perfect. You're really close. You kind
We're
of
getting there.
You kind of,
1,
yeah,
2,
you are.
3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We get that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why am I going too fast?
It's okay. You're getting the idea. Put it up to 60. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Watch me. 3,
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I gotta stop doing that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It'll help if you stop your 1 down nice and low, so you can make a little tap real low and get your stroke.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
There you go. Okay, speed the metronome. Put the metronome up at 80.
80.
Yeah.
Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1. We get the time. 1, 2, 3.
Starts with a throw.
1, 2, 3, 1. I can't do this. I can. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Stop. Let's get the counting.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3. It's not very fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. My God, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 1. It's too fast for me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
You're counting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Play by feel. Count.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
There you go. It's nothing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Make the downstroke on the 1 every time. It'll come. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, Jesus. 1, 2. I'm confusing myself. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going too fast.
Right? You kind of got it right there.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Da 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 da. That's all you're playing. Da 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 da. Keep moving. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Da da da.
Hard. I'm trying to get my head around this.
1, 2, 3. Well, let me see. Maybe this is
1, 2,
1, 2. So maybe I'm asking for too much. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Look how slow this is, man.
That's
Really
cool.
Please. So now watch. If I take one hand away, here's what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do, day, do, day, do, do, day, do, do, the band's gonna feel something. They're gonna feel that. Okay? So one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
It's 1, 2,
da 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 da.
I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. Damn it!
No, you don't play every note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
1, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You got it.
I am screwing myself up. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1. Let's go so. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. I have to get this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I know what it's supposed to do, but I have to be able to
keep hearing da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. That's how slow it is.
Well, it's trying to get the upstroke, tap, and then the upstroke.
You got it right there. Da 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 da. How you don't even need to think about it. Why would you play it any other way?
It's the counting that screws myself up. But
now,
I have to count.
Now just play by ear. Da 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 da. Keep it moving smoothly. Da da da. Okay, yeah, you got it. See? Okay, you're starting to move smoothly. Stay low, trying to feel the release. Okay? So we're borderline up to 80, but you see that's not very fast. Let's just watch. Watch. So hold on.
Cool.
Stay with me now. Watch. Here's the speed you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can do that. Look. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. See, I can play twice as fast with one hand. I can play what you're playing with two hands, one hand, using this technique. It's gorgeous. So but you got it today. You just got it.
I dig it, but I would rather have both hands the same, so I would work more on my left hands to keep them even. Where this one, if I start with this, I'm flying, and this one gets confused.
Good. Well, okay. So we spend a minute doing that, right? Now we spent a bunch of time on this. Let's do one more thing.
It's pretty cool.
Right. So you're going to take what you learned with your left and apply it to the right, and I know you can. Okay. So you're just going to work on this from 44 to 52 to 60 to 80. Okay, and then you start, because the other hand, it starts to sound pretty fast, doesn't it? Right.
Now, over here to write these things down, but 44, 60, 44, I'll go back to it. Okay.
I'll send it to you in your lesson. Okay. Now, if the metronome is at 60, put the metronome at 60. I'll do one more thing with you here. Okay, so So your metronome, but turn yours off, but it's ready to go at 60, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're going, let's see. That's the speed of singles. Don't play. That would be the speed for doubles as eighth notes at 60. 1, 2, 3. So usually doubles are played as 16th notes, but we're just starting to work on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, release. Okay. There's the release, still there.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so that would be the speed. Now, if we're playing them at 16th notes, we'd be at let's see. Here's eighth notes with just one hand, right? As singles. So this way we get to work on your sing. Let's see. So now if we're playing them as 16th notes, one, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 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 Now I don't know about if you're playing singles twice. Be too fast. You would never be able to do it, and I don't know if I can. So it's too fast. Too fast for singles. So that exercise won't apply if we were here. Now I'm at 120. Release, 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 release. Release, 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 release. And it works for roll strokes as well. Too fast. That exercise, I'm making this up as I go along. You keep turning your singles. What is that? If you're at 120, you're at 240 or something. I don't know. It's too fast. Okay. So, but yeah, I know. But
like a 5-stroke roll type thing.
Well, it's not a type thing. It's a 5-stroke roll. So I'm making this up. So we learned that exercise, playing singles, if you were going to play roll strokes 16th notes at 120, wouldn't work. So at 60, we can go, but if we're playing eighth notes, so see, this is the speed. So if you were going to play singles there, it'd be doubles would be like that. And then if you're going to play a 5-stroke roll, you go 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, release. Okay. And you can get faster and faster if you maintain that track, that train of thought. So go ahead. Metronome, what's that?
Yeah, that was on 60, right?
Metronome at 60, and let's hear the singles so that we can take those singles. Remember, I like to get the common denominator. The common denominator for playing doubles as eighth notes to 60 is to learn how to play eighth notes. Alternate sticking. Right? So just show me That would be the speed of doubles. Play doubles as eighth notes. 1 and 2 and. Now just keep the right hand going at that speed. Tap, tap, tap. Right hand, just right hand. And 2 and 1 and 2 and. Go on, count out loud.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
At the other hand. At the other hand. Keep counting. Oh, keep counting. No, it's nothing.
And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
And 2 and 1 and 2 and.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and
up,
1
up. It's
and
not
2.
down.
I'm trying to up.
I don't play the script as often, and I'm sorry about that.
Sometimes I can't get the up. It's weird. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
1 and 2, and I'm mostly thinking up, 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 up. I'm not going like this. I'm just gently, mostly lifting the stick up. See, I'm timing. So right.
It just seems like I'm weak in this hand. It's so weird sometimes. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. It's shuffling. Stop it.
It's pretty good. Fine. Let's improve it. Let's real quick. One of the ways I think you can get that feeling of up. I'm not thinking. Remember, up to come down.
Oh well, yeah. Every time up to come down.
So one of the ways to get that, maybe your right's just a little better. Maybe, not even sure, but you have to time it. Right when you get to it, right. That's why it starts to feel like air drum. Because right when you get to the surface, you have to lift it up. If you can time now, lift, right there at the surface, you will start to see. It almost feels like it's bouncing. It looks like it's bouncing, but it's
what you want.
No, it's not bouncing. Well,
no, you want to bring it up.
Look here. Look, I'm playing on a pillow. See, I'm still feeling the. See, it's not bouncing. It looks like it is, doesn't it? Because as soon as I get here, I'm lifting. So it has
it's up to come down. It's always up to come down. You're playing up and you're timing it. But sometimes I feel weak in this hand and it doesn't keep up with this one.
Okay.
That's why I like to try to lead with my left to set the time for everything.
That's a good idea. Okay, so put the hands together.
2, 3, 1. What am I counting in?
You're laying down, you're not lifting up, you're not timing it. So right when you get to the surface, I see it go up. 3-finger grip, just nice and easy. You got it. Put the hands together. Count out loud. 1 and 2
and 1 and 2 and 1.
Your left's better than your right. Your right isn't lifting up. Lift it up like the left is. Left.
And 1.
It's not just about how high, but it didn't hurt right now.
Always feels like my left is heavier. And 2.
Okay. Okay, now play doubles at that speed. Right, left, right.
It's hard doing the lifting up twice.
It's all about lifting it up. There you go. And then it stops down. And then after the second lift, it stops down, doesn't it? Because it's not really bouncing. It just looks like it is. Where's your right weighting right now? Where's your right weighting right now?
Where's my what?
You're weighting at the floor.
Yeah, I'm going
here. But to get that to happen, that's when people start to do this. I'm going to be at the floor. I'm going to be at the. No. You can be at the floor like this. Where's the right weighting? Okay, 5-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. No, it's 3/2. 5 click. No, wait. You're not leaving the rest. Watch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
There you go.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would always skip that and just keep going, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, well, maybe you've created a new exercise. It's cool, but don't do it now.
5, 6.
You got to race for the 5 with a squeeze and release. See, got to be there.
5, 6.
Yeah, I'll plenty of times.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Release, squeeze.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Release,
6.
squeeze.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Don't play on the 6. You're just using it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Release.
5. 2, 3, 4,
Release.
5. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, dude. Okay. So now what would happen? Stay with me now. What would happen if we played it to 16th notes? Let's see. Now we're at this speed. See how easy that is? That's the speed. That's so. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. Release. You know how clean that is? All right? So go ahead and play just your right hand as
1, 2, 3, 4.
The right hand's just going to play 16th notes at 60. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Good. Add the other hand. Easy. Up. It's easy. See? Now go ahead to play doubles. Play doubles on the wrist. No, the doubles have to be the speed of the wrist turn. Go back to 16th, just in the right. Now play doubles. Doubles. No, that's cool that you can play. See? You could double that. You're at 120, but that's what we're doing. We're not playing rebounds right now, but that was cool. No, doubles will be the speed of that wrist turn. Just wrist turns in the right. Keep it going in the right. The right. There you go. Go back to doubles. Go back to doubles. Dot, 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 dot. No, out that speed. Dot, 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 dot. 1 and okay, count out loud. 1 and
And 2.
Now just play singles at that speed. Go back to doubles, counting out loud.
1 and 2.
No, you're playing 30-second notes. Singles. No, the same speed. Just one hand.
Oh.
Now,
Just trying to.
2 of those and put 2 in the other hand and you'll have doubles. Just 2 of those. Now go to singles in the other hand. 16 notes. 2 of those in one hand and the other hand you'll have your doubles. That's what I'm going to have you do it. I'm going to have you do that at both speeds. We're not too soon. We'll get into the roll stroke, but that's just a cool exercise, isn't it? You see, that's kind of getting into the idea of turning your wrists for singles and play doubles on the wrist. And at eighth notes, you can start to play 5-stroke rolls. Okay.
But you want to keep it even to where you don't hear the transition between the two, which is the hardest.
As much as possible. That's why I suggest the attack has to be even. So if you're thinking up when you're just playing singles, and then you go to play doubles and you're thinking down, they won't blend. So you always have to be thinking in a way that will enable that transparency to not be obvious, right? What we're doing is, through the evenness of how we approach this technique, we are masking the transparency. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
How you play is just as important as what you play. And I'm turning off the camera. Yeah, man.
Yep.